from Greek mythology, or I've also had some more recent mentions in some of Shakespeare's plays. Now, in my old age, I've been a bit rough round the edges, and I've forgotten how to make a sponge cake. So, being the master sorceress and the best at the connection between the spirit world and the real world, I will be channeling the spirit of Delia Smith today to help us in the construction of the sponge cake. So I'm going to start trying to connect with her now. Just a few moments. Let's see if she's in the room. Delia, are you there, love? Oh, I can feel her. She's coming. She's coming. And I think I've got her.
And we're going to make us all-in-one sponge cake today. And first of all, we need a nice big bowl because we want to get air in. And then 4 ounces of self-raising flour sifted into the bowl, holding the sieve up nice and high again so that you can get plenty of air into the flour as it goes down into the bowl. This flour also has a teaspoonful of baking powder in it, and because it's a self-raising flour, you need to have baking powder as well. You need a bit of extra raising powder. Now I've got 4 ounces of soft margarine. This is what makes it possible to do all-in-one. This soft tub type of margarine, yes. Then I've got 4 ounces of caster sugar. And sponges, or for most cakes, you need a fine texture, so always use caster sugar. And 2 eggs long, in they go, see how it is. And now a bit of vanilla essence. You can of course use other flavours like vanilla essence or coffee. We're using vanilla essence in this particular sponge. Then again, because I don't believe in working too hard, I'm going to use an electric hand whisk. But if you haven't got one, you can use a wooden spoon. Doesn't make any difference. So just whisk all those ingredients together. As it's quicker to make this sponge cake than to actually go down the shops and buy them. And if you're new to making sponges, you can probably find that the recipes often say mix to a dropping consistency. I'll just like to show you now what a dropping consistency is. It's when you pick the mixture up and just dump it on the side of the bowl and it should drop off fairly easily. I thought that was a little bit heavy, so I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid. That's going to be warm water, a dessert spoonful. Now some people use milk, but I prefer warm water as it gives a lighter texture. Now let's just mix that in. And hey presto, we now have a good dropping consistency. Much better. That mixture is now ready to go into the sponge tins, and that's divided between 2 sponge tins. I'd just like to give you a little tip about the tins. First of all, you can see that these are non-stick tins, and I think that's a very good thing, but sometimes they do stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some margarine and some kitchen paper and just lightly grease the tins so that I can go and take that extra precaution. Now sometimes it sticks to the base, so I'm going to line the bases with silicone paper. Now it takes a few minutes to cut out some silicone paper, which is a bit better than other paper, but it's very reliable. It's worth that extra trouble, and I'm just going to do that again because you'll never have any troubles with the sponges. Now they're ready to go in the oven, and they're ready to be filled on gas mask 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And now I want to give you one very important tip that's right for the whole of cake making, and that is why you shouldn't open the oven door whilst the cake is cooking. I'm going to explain that now. It's the air bubbles trapped in the mixture which determine the final shape and texture of the cake. As the heat of the oven penetrates, the air will expand and the cake rises. The important point is that the cake has a rigid structure. It develops around the edge where the air penetrates first and then slowly working towards the middle. Now, if the oven door is open too early, the cool air suddenly lowers the temperature and the cake will stop expanding and actually contract, particularly in the middle where it isn't yet firm. So the number one rule is don't be too inquisitive. Go away, be strong, don't open the oven until 3/4 of the way into the cooking time.
Well, thank you, Delia Smith, for helping us to make that lovely sponge mixture. And I will put that in the oven on set temperature and hopefully we'll have a good result. Thank you, Delia Smith. We'll check that out soon. Goodbye.